Why do you think Black Panther was received so well?
I think Black Panther was received well because it was reflective of something I think the society was actually yearning for, though it had to take courage for it to actually happen. A story like that, characters like that, a world like that. I think the world really had been eager to see something like that, and we've been denied it for ever because of a very misconceived notion that things have to come from a Western perspective in order to have resonance and be marketable. And I think that's what Black Panther did was it brought all of the aspects that one can imagine um, about a world that is full of great character, great story, great arcs, discovery, a hero's arc, all those things, and it embodied it in a world that was full of just originality and a lot of beautiful cultural celebration that we don't get to ever see, though I think the world was actually keen to see it. And I think that was great. That's what great art always does. It sort of reflects what is unexpected, but what is obvious when you really think about it. And it reflects that this thing has been neglected, but people actually want to see it, and that's what great art does. It knows that. So I think Black Panther just knew that it was bringing something that the world wants to see, but hasn't expressed that it wants to see yet, but it wants to see it. And that's the sort of forecasting that great artists have. And so I think that's part of what made Black Panther resonate.
How did it feel reuniting with the cast and filmmakers?
It was really important that reuniting because we were dealing with the loss of Chadwick, and walking through that grief together was it was intense. It was frightening. You don't know when grief is going to hit you. You don't know how it's going to go, but having each other was the key thing that really galvanized us and brought us comfort and brought us strength and allowed us to do the work to the best of our abilities to honor Chadwick.
And following up on that, how does this film honor Chadwick Boseman?
I think the filmmaker and Ryan and Marvel, they do a fantastic job in really infusing the story with that experience of grief and that journey to healing, and really the who T'Challa was is so deeply felt in this film, and it's a guiding light to all the characters, but very specifically to his sister. But it just allows us to see the impact that his character brought. And there are other ways that Marvel and Ryan have put his image into the film that I think are very beautiful. And watching all these characters journey through their grief and their loss is something really really it is around. It really is it's wrapped around the need of all of us to process that loss, and I think that is a way that he's honored.
Okoye is on a more emotional journey in this film. How did you connect with this new side of her?
I mean, it was just really about circumstances. If you take into account all the things that Okoye has been through, there's no question that there's that she's going to have emotional responses. She can't. She is very much human, and she's very much a person who feels deeply, who loves her nation and loves this family. The royal family loved T'Challa very deeply, and is dealing with grief that she hasn't even begun to process. So the emotions that she experiences, I think, are very connected to that. And it's just really about allowing her to be fully human. I think that's really what every actor wants for their character, and allow when that is permitted to them through the story that's being told, allowing them that is of course something that you want to do.
Describe how Black Panther Wakanda celebrates strong female characters. Why is this important for the generations to come?
It's important for the generations to come to see how women are empowered in this film, is because, we definitely haven't seen enough female leadership in the world. And so, these types of examples are still very important in terms of little girls and women feeling reflected back to themselves. And that's the power of storytelling. It's astounding how powerful and important storytelling is. Sometimes it's actually jarring how much, you see the impact of story hit young women and girls, or hit society rather. The impact of storytelling hitting society is very, very, very real. And you can often say, oh, that's just entertainment. But actually, it's more than that. And there's something about people seeing themselves represented. There's something about narratives that take you through a human journey that can really speak to people's psyches and hearts and cultures, and it is a very powerful thing, and not to be taken lightly when you're in front of the camera, or when you're creating these stories. So I think I'm thankful for the fact that both movies gave women a role in the forefront, allowed them to be so present in their own full potential. Also the power of even the T'Challa character in the first one. He had his counselors and his general and the head of his technology were all women. And so the idea of them navigating his loss and navigating how they devise this world without him is something that was very organic to the film's progression into part two. But then also, it's also very important for us to see these women not just be characters in the first movie, but go through complex journeys in the second, because that really allows the characters to be really representative of the fact that our full humanness as women can be explored and must be explored, and we should embrace that.
And final question, what can audiences look forward to when this film hits the big screen?
Audiences can look forward to everything you can imagine. I think, there's just a lot of everything in this film, but it's also deeply rooted in honoring Chadwick. It's deeply rooted in something that is also very much an exploration of just our humanness and the journey of loss and grief. But then it's also, it's a full journey. It's a full ride. It's also full of a lot of great action. It's full of a lot of, it's got humor in it. It's got all types of aspects to it that I think really allow people to leave there feeling comforted through the journey of the grief and the loss, but also feeling fulfilled in a sense, I hope. And also the idea of bringing in this new world of indigenous people from the South American region, which I think is really epic and really exciting and very underseen. And that representation in the film, I think, is also going to be a real exciting element for people.